So tell us, please, about this vision that you had and the journey.
When I first started my business, I started as a broker. Now in the broker firm, I used to go and collect the documents for my customer or deliver some LC documents to the bank. And at that particular time, a banker who had become a friend of mine, because I was keeping going and many times and meeting him, he told me, Rizwan, there is an opportunity where somebody has bought some particular type of wood, which is called the MDF. And that person is not able to sell because he is from the tiles industry. Wood, it was a wood, but he was selling ceramic tile. So I said, okay, give me this, let me see what is this MDF. I went to my house and then to the office and then we checked the MDF. The problem with that MDF was it was not a normal standard size of MDF. It was a very big size of MDF. I said, okay, I don't lose anything. I sent to all the customers I knew. I was in Dubai, like this particular type of MDF I have, and in case if you are interested, I am able to sell you. To my luck, this particular MDF was a shortage in the market. So what I'm trying to tell you is opportunities do come by luck. It's how you try to capitalize that and make it your way is your hard work or your sense of business doing. So definitely, yes, luck and hard work both goes together. I come from a humble, from Mumbai, and from Mumbai, we were having a very middle class type of a life over there. After my father's death, if I have to continue that story is going to be very, very long. I wrote to my uncle in Kuwait. He called me to Kuwait. I started working for him in Kuwait. Started as just a salesman over there. Fortunately, I would say I am good in sales. This trading is better than brokerage, because brokerage, what happens is you sell to somebody, you buy from somebody, you make 1% commission. But in this trading, I saw I can make 10 to 15% commission. But how do I get the money for trading? Because for trading, you require a lot of money. The banks will not support you. And especially for the new people, the banks will never support you. So then I started requesting the people whom I knew earlier in Kuwait days, for whom I used to sell my material for them. I said, look, there is an opportunity in Dubai. Market is good, but I don't have the money. Give me some material on consignment basis. Means they would give me the material on consignment basis for $25,000, $50,000. I would sell that material and return back the money. And that's how I started making a little bit of trading business. Of course, that was a very small business, but still good enough for me, because I was earning only 8 to 10,000 dirhams in a hardware shop. Now with this business which I had, I was making 20, 25, 30,000 dirhams. So I was very, very happy. Then I approached a small bank, Habib Bank, Ajiz. They gave me a facility of 500,000 dirhams because they saw I'm a Bori and they are Maiman people. So got the support from the Habib Bank, Ajiz, 500,000 dirhams. And that was a turning point for me. Rafiq Merchant, I'll never forget him, had a good relationship. So I told him, look, 500,000 dirhams facility which I have is not enough. I need some extra facility because I have the selling power. There's a market here. So he took me to HSBC Bank. He got me a facility of 2 million dirhams. So that was a big jump again for me. And from there, I was able to really grow up the building material business. So our first business was building material, and gradually, started selling different items of building material, going to the bank, getting more extra facility, and opening different branches. So today you'll be happy and proud to know that Danube is the #1 building material, not only in UAE, but the whole of region. So after that, we started this company called Danube Home. Danube Home is a furnishing company. Furnishing means, you buy all this, what you see over here, the light fittings and the carpets and the tiles and furniture, bathroom furniture, the garden furniture or house furniture, anything which you require to furnish your apartment after you bought is there in Danube Home. Because when the market for real estate started, people started owning their own houses. I said, this is the time we should have a complete consolidated one showroom where people can buy the furniture, all the complete things from one house. And Danube Home, that's my son is managing this complete Danube Home now. And later on, when the escrow was established, real estate market stable down after the Lehman Brothers crisis, we said, okay, now is the time to open the Danube property. So that's the time. 10 years ago, we started our company called Danube Properties.
Today, Danube Properties, can you share with us what are the core values that differentiates Danube Properties from other companies in the industry?
You see, when we came into Danube Properties, when we wanted to start these Danube Properties, there were a lot of these big giants who were selling the properties. And we came very late to the entry was very late at that particular time. And we had to find some USP to compete with them. What we realized is everybody was focusing on luxury projects, all the luxury products, which means at that time, if you look at a villa which was costed 5 million, 7 million, 10 million dirham, an apartment was 3 million, 4 million dirhams. But we also realized that 85% people who are staying in UAE are all expat people. And out of that, majority of them are staying in a rented apartment because they are all working professionals and they cannot own that house which is so expensive. I said, this is the people we want to target. If I have to target to sell properties, then I have to target these people who are working class people. But how to target them? Because they cannot get a loan from the bank, especially for an off-plan property. So then we came out with this idea of 1 person per month plan. Now the 1 person per month plan is very simple. You pay down payment, 10 plus 10, 20% down payment, and the balance you pay 1 person per month. To everybody, it looked that this idea is not going to work because they said, okay, in case if the customer doesn't pay, what will happen? But luckily the rules of the land department, the RERA, are so strong that people have to pay over here. And that idea actually worked, like you've seen in the video. Lots and lots of people who wanted to buy the house are able to buy it today with that 1 person plan. Because if a person is working in UAE for 3 to 5 years, I'm sure he has made some saving. And with that saving, he was able to pay the 20% down payment and then balance 1 person per month. And earlier we were targeting only the people of UAE. But as this 1 person plan became famous, people around the world are buying the properties. Like today, our customer ratio, if you look at it, is 60% are overseas and 35 to 40% are the local. So that's how it, and I'm sure as we progress, the 60 will become 65 and 70% because more and more people are interested to buy properties in Dubai.
That's interesting because, as you said, you came in late, but then you found a way to innovate that maybe you wouldn't have found if you came into Danube Properties 20 years ago. Do you feel that today Danube Properties reflects that experience that you had as a child of not owning a home and being able to have a home and giving that possibility to other families?
Absolutely, because that's what came into my mind immediately, that, you know, people who are staying in the rented apartment should start own their house, and how important is to own their house. Having your own house, having your own feeling of the own house is so important, and to give them the house was very, very important. And that one of the reasons could be not having a house and then having a house definitely came into my mind, and that's how we started.
15,000 families that could benefit from this opportunity. So we've seen the Dubai market fluctuating, and we would love to have your insight and your view on what you think of the Dubai market today and what are the trends to follow.
I think Dubai market is here to stay. There's nothing can stop Dubai, and I'm sure all of you are much more aware of what's happening in Dubai. But if I have to tell you my thing, because I meet a lot of investors, a lot of developers, a lot of industry people, and a lot of government people also. So the way Dubai is going, up one side which is upward side. I can't see anything which can make Dubai fall except the geopolitical crisis. Other than that, nothing can stop Dubai.
Danube is known for being an affordable luxury property and real estate company. So how do you balance the luxury and the affordable?
Okay, so Danube started as an affordable luxury. We are into two segments. One is an affordable luxury, and one we have upgraded ourselves into higher luxury. When I say upgraded, like earlier we used to only offer properties in Arjan, Furjan and other areas where the property prices were lower. And later on we realized that because of the expats which are coming from outside, they also want a little more luxury properties. That's how we started building in Business Bay and JLT and Maritime City, all the waterfront properties and all that. But when you're answering your question, how do I cater to offer affordability with luxury? It's easier for us to do it because, like I mentioned earlier, we are into building material company and also into furnishing of the property. So when a contractor buys a material, he doesn't have to go anywhere outside to buy the material. He just have to send an LPO to buy from our Danube building material. And definitely we have an edge over the pricing which we offer it to our contractor also when he buys the material from us. So the extra benefit he gets when he buys from us. Then we are talking about furnishing. That also, it's our Danube Home does all the furnishing. So that is the one of the reasons I would say that we are able to offer that, because when you are into building material for the last 30 years, you exactly know which glass or which type of material to use, which will be long lasting, which will be good, and also will be affordable. Now this not only the experience of building, not only the costing of the building material, but the experience which we have had in the last 30 years is to pick up the right material and offer to our contractor.
Can you tell us how do you see the future of Danube Properties over the next 5 to 10 years?
You see that's another advantage which we have in our company is we are able to deliver the property 6 months in advance. And my whole idea is, which was never happening in the real estate industry. So we want to make sure that not only we sell the property, we offer these amenities and the 1% advantage of the plan which you're offering, but also deliver the customer 6 months or at least before time. And one of the reasons we are able to do is because of the 30 years of building material business experience which we have, wherein you can, the contractor when we hire, the contractor we know the contractor is good or bad because we've been supplying to him material day and night, so we know he's paying properly or he's not paying properly. He's paying to the workers or not, he's paying to the vendors or not. We know how is the reputation of that contractor. So we hire the best of the contractor. Then after that, when he starts doing it, all the building material is lying with us in our building material. So he just has to send the LPO and collect the material. Payment wise, majority of our projects are sold well in advance. So money is lying in the escrow. So whenever he submits the bill, the money is paid to him as fast as possible. So he starts delivering as fast as possible. So with that process, the contractor is also very happy. And of course, I'm on top of it. Even on the weekends I work. I go to the sites to ensure that the projects are delivered on time. And so far, after I've taken over the property business, most of the projects are running in time or much before time. And you will see that, we delivered pearls, now we're delivering gems by Danube, then petals and opals and so many other projects which will be delivering. In Dubai, we have seen so many crises happening, but every time the crisis happened, we have emerged much stronger. The Lehman crisis, the COVID crisis, before that also a couple of crises, the Gulf War and all that. Now, Dubai is positioned in such a way that no matter whatever crisis comes, you're going to go up and up. And if you had invested 5 years ago, what property prices today will be, and before 1 year ago, what the price is, and the next year, what is going to be. So I personally believe that if you are a property buyer or if you are thinking of investing, do not wait. I'm not saying buy from Danube, buy from anybody, but buy a property in Dubai because you are going to definitely benefit. These prices are not going to stay